When you're a single entrepreneur, you don't have all the time in the world. Yeah, you probably still want to find a girlfriend, have a healthy dating life, and enjoy all the things that amazing women have to offer. In this video, I'm going to talk about the things that are important, how you can make sure that you get a vibrant dating life and find an amazing partner while still being that entrepreneur. The reason why I know this is because I run an online dating management company. We work with mostly entrepreneurs, so we know kind of the struggle points that entrepreneurs are facing. And in this video, we're going to talk about what you should show, how to plan it, leveraging things, how to date, and what to expect. So let's start with what to show. A common theme that I notice when I talk to entrepreneurs about their dating profile is that they kind of want to look poor. And this is kind of something that is very counterproductive in getting success on dating apps. The fact that women can stay home and raise children is a very attractive feature about you as a busy entrepreneur. If you take that away and just show yourself as if you were a random homeless person, kind of like all the things that you're working for by building your business, you kind of throw it out the window and just say like, hey, I am not all of that. And it's not only that money matters, it's also like that status matters. And people associate successful entrepreneurs with somebody who is smart, somebody who is confident, somebody who's certain, somebody who's assertive. So there's a lot of character traits that women like that are associated with being an entrepreneur. Now, other things that you should show is your hobbies, some status that you have, preferred if you have friends. Of course, you probably have friends. So for example, if you take a photo with a friend, always take a photo with a friend who's worse looking than you. Okay, let's talk about the second thing is planning. Planning is very important when you're an entrepreneur because you don't have unlimited time. You probably are working a lot, therefore you need to be sparse with the time that you have and you need to be smart about it. So one thing that you should do is book time slot in your calendar for dates, but also if you're doing the texting by yourself, you should book time slots where you're doing the texting on dating apps. It's very important because what you see a lot on dating apps is that people will start getting on the dating apps and then after a while they kind of forget about it. They have something coming up, etc., and then they haven't replied for 3 days and they're like, oh, I wonder why I don't have any dates. Besides having specific time slots for dates and texting, it's also very good to have specific days where you date. So it's kind of like a regular thing in your calendar and it's not something like, oh, I wonder when I have time. Just take like, okay, every Thursday evening, I'm gonna have a date. The third thing that you should do is you should leverage. If you're a busy entrepreneur, there's certain things you have and there's certain things you don't have. You don't have unlimited time. There's people who only work 20 hours a week and for the rest of the time, they're just texting, swiping, hanging out, drinking beers, etc., So what you should do is you should use the money that you have in order to leverage to get better results on dating apps. So things that you should buy is buy boosts, get profile reviews, buy photo shoots. Just try to optimize the whole process as much as possible so you get the best results within the least amount of time. Because how counterproductive is it for you to start texting, swiping, all this kind of stuff while your profile is horrible, while your profile is so bad that the amount of matches that you get and the amount of interesting people that you're able to meet is very low. You should make sure that you optimize it. And what better way is you just spend some money, spend a couple hundred, spend a couple thousand on it, and your results will be significantly better. The fourth thing that we should talk about is how to date. Now, dating can be seen as something as super simple, like, oh, let's just meet up with a person in a random place and a random location. But of course, you can also dive a little bit deeper into it. And what you should look at is first, what do you like to do? It's very important that you have fun and that you're having a good time at the date. So if you're able to find a date system that is very much aligned with what you like to do, let's say you like to play golf, right? What better way to just have all of your dates be golf? So you have a great time, the other person has a great time, you're able to teach them something, they see that you're good at something. So figure out what might make a lot of sense for you to do as a regular date. And once you pick that one thing or two things, stick with those. Don't go changing it up constantly. What you should do is just have one specific type of date or two and just try to optimize those. So try to optimize the venue, tip some people there so people treat you better, etc., So the overall results from that specific date are getting better and better. The fifth thing that we should talk about is what to expect. You need to be realistic. Just as the same as like building a business is things won't come overnight. So expect it to take, let's say, between 3 and 12 months for you to succeed and find a really good partner for you for in the long term. Don't try to rush it. Just try to take your time, optimize the system, and go from there. Hope you learned something useful about how to date as an entrepreneur. My name is Koen. I run an online dating management company. So we actually take over the whole online dating profile management for entrepreneurs and professionals. I've set up over 1,000 days for entrepreneurs. If you're interested in that, go to hovalo.com, click on the link in the description. Hope you're having an amazing time and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.